all counts, on all requirements, CRPF is the first force to move ahead anywhere. So I think I started at a training institute, ISA extension at Nimach. From there, I had gone to the battalion headquarters in Mokamagat and then moved to Tripura. Moved. Those were the days of TN Session, who wanted central forces to ensure the peaceful elections. So we had elections in various states, had the train as our living accommodation, moved across various states, thereafter reached Delhi and then Srinagar. There I had almost 1.5 years of stint. Srinagar, thereafter coming back to Delhi, then Delhi, I had a posting to RTC Avdi. That was where I had 4 years of continuous and static posting. Then I had gone back to Northeast, that is Meghalaya, followed by Srinagar. A month after, again back to Tripura. A year after, back to JNK. Almost 2 years thereafter, as promotion, as commandant, I was posted to Chhatra, a very remote place in Jharkhand, which is bordering the Bihar, one of the, what you can say, uh, uh, deep dens of Naxalism in those days. 2010, 2008, I reached in Chhatra, remained for 4 years. Thereafter, I moved from Chhatra to RAF, Rapid Action Force. It's a part of CRPF. Rapid Action Force and Cobra, they are the two specialized forces within CRPF, which I would like to mention. Rapid Action Force is the peacekeepers to the nation for the exactly equipped and trained to deal with communal riot situations. And Cobra is the commandos operating against Naxal, left-wing extremist Naxalism. So these are the two specialists. So I had the privilege to command two battalions, one at Hyderabad, 99 battalion, 1 year in 99. Thereafter I went to Coimbatore, 105 battalion RAF, where definitely I had some interaction with the Amrita Institute for the first time. They had uh, come over to 105 also to familiarize with the forces. After that, I went back to JNK, Srinagar, where I had 4 years of internal security and counterinsurgency duty. In 2019, March, I was promoted as DIG. Thereafter, after a month plus, I had to continue in Srinagar because of the elections. I came to Hyderabad in June 2019. So I'm here for 1 year now. So it's a long journey, 27 years from assistant commandant, deputy commandant, and to IC, commandant, and now DIG. I have never felt remorse or I felt bad for joining it.
Absolutely.
It has been my briefing at the first point. It had been challenging. It had pushed me to the wall, maybe pushed to the extremes of patience and bearing, but truly it has been an encouraging and it has been personally satisfying because of the tough situations we have come out victorious. It has made us tough. The best thing which happened to me initially was a commando course which we had to endure. There, now it is stopped in all commando courses. We had to run 40 kilometers with 23.5 kg on your back. So that 40 kilometers definitely, which you said, that was the time we used to abuse everybody who comes in between. Maybe an instructor. Yeah. But let me tell you, it helped me a lot when I had commanded the battalion in Chatra when we had to go through the jungles, maybe a day covering 28 kilometers. I have covered 28 kilometers, not on plain grounds. We have to get into the rivers, go up, climb the hills, come to the plains, and then maybe take a detour, go around. Then 28 kilometers, we just walked like a cakewalk. I never felt it is a big task. So that toughness, and we had very difficult and perplexing times in CRP. I have seen Naxals moving, but they were amongst the local people, the villagers. You identify a Naxal, but you can't fire upon them because you fire, you will kill tens of the villagers, poor villagers. You are not able to identify and correctly shoot at the very real man because they are all together moving and hector shelter running around. So deciding whether to kill, to use a weapon, or just leave. Those are the extremists whom you know will be targeting you and your men whenever an opportunity comes next. It is really a tough situation. We have been facing similar situations everywhere. In Kashmir, you find hundreds of crowd yelling at you with all sort of four-letter words, and you keep your patience. You keep your men to be patient because they are not our enemy. They are part of our citizens. So that is really challenging to keep your patience when somebody is just poking at your nose. Even you know that it is wrong, but still you keep patience because you are here to protect the public, protect the citizens. We live as a family. Like one member gets COVID, it is sure that the others also likely to get because of the proximity and the life they share together. So CRPF is like a family, and moreover, we have a barrack sort of life in most of the places where in one hall you accommodate 10 to 20 personnel in one place, and they share their bathrooms and toilets. So this becomes a very challenging and difficult situation. Plus the families we have to keep the maintenance of their daily requirements. We have to give them their rations and things, as well keep the social distancing and control the COVID situation inside. So we have been doing it with lot of difficulty. We still in CRPF has roughly around 1630 or so COVID patients. Has controlled it within the camp because of the awareness. We use the sanitizers, we use the soap, liquid soap wash, hands-free operation of things, control of the hygiene and requirements, and as well we have the duties outside also. CRPF is performing duties in the hot zones, especially in Mumbai and Delhi. Definitely, these two places are burning with COVID situation, Mumbai and Delhi, and we are performing duties in the hot zones also. So hot spots also. So this is really difficult to control because you tend to gain. We keep distance from between the people, or we keep a mask and various other protocol requirements. But still, yes, it is tough.